My name is Heidi Poppleton, and I will be presenting on the issue of full inclusion in general classrooms. The article I got all the facts from is called Full Inclusion as a Disclosing Tablet, and it's by Mara Sapon-Shervin. Some of you might be wondering what a disclosing tablet is, because when I first read the title, I had no idea. It's this little tablet that dentists usually give kids to chew so that they can see where they need to brush their teeth more, because as they chew it, it discolors the places with more plaque. This process was compared to the action of including children with disabilities in regular classrooms. Inclusion advocates think that including these kids won't create problems, but will just show the problems that are already there. This presentation will disprove the myths that have come about inclusion and go over how it can help the children. People assume that segregation between different levels is okay, as long as each level has the same qualified teachers, resources, and learning tools. But this is simply not true. In life, we will always have to work with all sorts of people, some at higher or lower levels than ourselves. We should have all levels of kids be together because that way they can learn the most about interacting with others. The author of this article's daughter was gifted enough to be in the gifted program, but Mara wouldn't allow it because she knew her daughter could learn the most about life if she stayed with everyone. Another myth is that curriculum will get watered down if all levels are included in the same classroom. But people can learn in all sorts of ways with many different books at different levels. They can also do different kinds of projects, whatever suits them best: a computer presentation, a skit, or a book report. It's also been assumed that advocates of inclusion think that special education teachers are extinct and incompetent, but they don't really think that at all. They think that special educators should teach all students because they have highly specialized strategies of teaching. They think they should be a co-instructor with the other teacher. In addition, it is a myth that full inclusion should take a special kind of teacher. In reality, all kids should be able to be taught and learn from those very gifted instructors. People assume that the parents are the only inclusion advocates because they can't accept their child's differences. But teachers and parents work together to make creative programs in order to include the disabled in the normal childhood classroom. It is also a myth that inclusionists only care about the students with significant disabilities. But actually, they care about kids with minor disabilities as well. The kids with minor disabilities that were in regular classrooms would be able to have extra attention if classrooms were integrated, because they could learn from the special educators as well. It is a myth that because there is no research, it will not work, because there has been some research done on disabled children in a non-inclusive setting that suggests they would learn more in an inclusive setting. Also, it's a relatively new study, so there has not been many actual tests, but it cannot be disproven if it has never been tried. It has also been mistaken that the system is not flawed, so we shouldn't be messing with it. Educators are trying to reform the educational system every day, and inclusionists too believe that both the special education and general education program is flawed because it is not together. It is a myth that integrating the classrooms would be just as the classrooms before they were ever segregated. People think it would be just as unsuccessful as it was then, but it would be structured differently so that everyone would not have to be on the same page. People are also worried that disabled kids won't learn fundamental life skills in a general classroom, but they can if they have a creative teacher. People think that if the disabled children are mixed with the able, it will end with the able children bullying the disabled. The truth is, having interactions with the disabled children will help the other kids to respect and appreciate others' differences for the rest of their lives. It has also been mistaken that inclusion will favor the disabled children at the cost of other kids' education. But as described above, the able children will definitely benefit from having interactions with disabled kids in their class. It is a myth that schools need to plan for inclusion for an extended amount of time because they will never feel completely ready, and it would benefit them more to just jump into doing it. If schools decide to ignore the push for inclusion, it will not just go away. People have worked much too hard to give up on this movement without a fight. My reaction to all this is that it needs to happen. I think everyone can learn so much from implementing this new class style. My first day helping at the elementary school, I got to be the one who helped a very ADHD boy focus on his assignments. I only experienced him for an hour and a half and already has opened my eyes to the fact that we all need to help and love people like that and accept them into our very own communities. It will be hard, but it'll be worth it.